People around the world are calling for a Delta Airlines boycott after YouTube sensation Adam Saleh was kicked off a flight, supposedly for speaking Arabic. Here's Adam's version of events, posted on Twitter.
We spoke a different language on the plane, and now we're getting kicked out. You guys are racist. 6 white people against us bearded men?
Not surprisingly, the Twitterverse is outraged. Arabic is one of the 6 most spoken languages in the world. Violating a basic human right isn't justified. Speak up. Boycott Delta. I am now afraid to speak my native language while traveling because I might get kicked out of the plane. Thanks, Delta. Boycott Delta. Bilingual equals threat. Colored skin equals threat. Different religion equals threat. Basically, humanity equals threat. Boycott Delta. I guess freedom of religion only applies to white men. Imagine the outcry if someone was kicked off a flight for saying God. Boycott Delta. Boycott Delta. Delta sitting next to racist white people makes me feel uncomfortable. They might shoot up the plane or something. I want to learn Arabic now and start speaking it on planes. I want to educate racists and stand up against anyone who's offended. Boycott Delta. Even minor celebrities are standing up for Adam. Olivia Wilde joined the boycott. You've got to be kidding me, Delta. We won't be flying with you again. Unbelievable. And the worst casting choice for a Batman movie ever agreed completely. This is terrifying. I will not be flying with Delta. Now, I fly pretty regularly, and I've heard people speaking Arabic on planes numerous times. No one ever freaked out about it. But more than 20 people complained about Adam Saleh speaking Arabic in a phone call to his mother. How did so many racists end up on the same plane? All of them close enough to hear Adam speaking Arabic. Seems like there might be more to this story. Now, could people have been jumpy after the terrorist attacks in Germany and Turkey? It's possible, and I'm sure Adam was recording, so when he posts the footage, we'll know exactly what happened. In the meantime, it's difficult not to be somewhat skeptical. After all, Adam Saleh is the boy who cried racism and posted a video of a New York police officer stopping and frisking him simply because of the way he was dressed.
Get against the wall. Get against the wall.
I didn't do nothing.
Put your hands up. Put them up.
But that wasn't really a police officer. It was an actor. When the NYPD and others exposed the video as a hoax, Adam apologized and said that the video was a reenactment of something that had happened at a different time, but sadly wasn't recorded.
We sincerely apologize to anyone that might have been misled that this is an actual event.
It was a dramatization, a reenactment of what happens to us when we film with our traditional clothing on.
Now, Adam and his fans don't see a problem with his reenactment, which he only said was a reenactment after the video was exposed as a hoax. Imagine what would happen if the situation were different. What if I had one of my friends dress up like a Muslim and beat me up on camera? Then I post the video and say, "This Muslim called me an infidel and beat me up." But later someone proves that the video is a hoax, and I post a follow-up video saying, well, yeah, the video was a hoax, but it was a true reenactment of a time when a Muslim did beat me up, but I didn't get it on camera. Wouldn't that be bad? Shouldn't a deceptive attempt to increase hostility towards Muslims destroy my reputation forever? But Adam Saleh posts a deceptive attempt to increase hostility towards police, and his followers have absolutely no problem with it. So, Adam has a history of making false claims of discrimination, but he also has a history of deliberately trying to make people uncomfortable on planes. In one video, he wonders what would happen if he started a countdown in Arabic.
What would ever happen? What would ever happen if we count down in the plane? No, count down. Let's say like 10. No, in Arabic.
Attempting to terrify people on a plane. Interesting social experiment.
10 9 8 7 6 5.
I was surprised to see Adam without his Arab clothing because he often puts on a thawb when he flies. Here he is heading to the airport.
What's up, Adoomy Gang? I hope you're all having an amazing day because I'm having an amazing day.
Here's what he puts on for the plane ride.
We're about to land about 5-10 minutes.
Here's what he changes into afterwards.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It means a lot, man. Thank you.
Here's Adam in the airport again.
Our flight is in about an hour, and I'm gonna go buy me some sunglasses.
Here's what he wears on the plane.
All right, we're gonna reveal. It's a 3-4 hour flight,
Here he is again getting ready to fly.
and I'm gonna put on my Arab clothes because I don't know why I decided to be Adam Saleh to go on the plane. So.
And he's careful to point out that people are more suspicious when he's wearing Arab clothing.
A lady was looking at me and giving me like this dirty look. Like, what the heck? But in America, I was getting dirty looks. People looking at me. People were like checking my bag. Someone checked my bag when I was going to Dubai. It's been hectic, so.
Even before the Delta incident, Adam was convinced that airlines are racist since they always assign Muslims seats on the back of planes.
Our seats in the back. They put the Muslims in the back. They put the Muslims in the back. Like, yeah, our seats are all the way in the back.
People don't trust Muslims on planes, according to Adam, because they don't realize that 9/11 was an inside job meant to stir up hatred against Muslims.
Do you know how many innocent Muslims died after 9/11? And the funny thing is, everyone knows that it was an inside job, but you're too ignorant to know that. So go get your facts straight.
The proper way to confront this racism is to constantly annoy passengers on planes.
I apologize for my horrible singing. I'm sorry. Psych. I will always love you.
Odd. That doesn't look like the back of a plane.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Worst passenger ever. But if anyone becomes uncomfortable due to his singing or ominous Arabic countdowns, they're racists. And here again, if the situation were different, Adam and his followers would immediately see a problem. What if I decide to perform a social experiment? Suppose I put on a Donald Trump t-shirt and I walk into a crowded mosque with a guitar case. I reach into the case and yell, "Time to make America great again." And I pull out a guitar and I start singing, "All you need is love." Would it make sense to call Muslims racists if they get nervous when I reach into my guitar case? I don't see how. Of course, I don't see what any of this has to do with race to begin with. This is about understanding that there are people in the world who want to harm others. And if you don't know what someone's intentions are, it's possible that they're one of the people who want to harm you. Are there people who want to kill Muslims? Yes, there are. So if Muslims see someone coming towards them acting very suspiciously, are they being bigots or hate mongers for being concerned? No. If they don't know me and they think that my behavior is strange and they don't know that I'm reaching for a guitar and not for a weapon, who are we to tell them what their reaction should be? And Muslims seem to understand this. Every day I read about Muslims shouting from the rooftops that they're terrified that someone's coming to kill them, and they find their fears perfectly rational. But they just can't seem to see anything from anyone else's perspective. Terrorist attacks often come in clusters, and ISIS encourages terrorist attacks around holidays. And yet, if anyone dares show the slightest discomfort when a Muslim starts a countdown in Arabic on a plane, the only possible explanation is racism and Islamophobia. Why the double standards? Why would it be reasonable for a Muslim to be startled when a non-Muslim is acting suspiciously, but unreasonable for a non-Muslim to be startled when a Muslim is acting suspiciously? There are Muslims in the world who would love to bring down a plane. And there are peaceful Muslims in the world who don't want to hurt anyone. One of the problems that's coming to the surface in Adam's videos is that many peaceful Muslims who don't want to hurt anyone nevertheless find it hilarious to make non-Muslims think that their lives are in danger. So we've got the actual terrorists who strike fear into the hearts of unbelievers by shooting them and stabbing them and hacking them to pieces and driving trucks into them and blowing up their planes. And we've got the Adam Salehs of the world who take advantage of that fear. So, if this was a case of anti-Muslim bigotry and Adam Saleh and his friend were kicked off a plane for speaking Arabic, Delta should be held accountable. I only wish that someone other than two perpetual fearmongers were involved. If, on the other hand, this is another publicity stunt by Adam, I wonder when his fans will start to question his tactics. Either way, Let's see how well Adam follows his own advice for dealing with adversity.
And if anyone tries to be racist towards or give you any hate, remember, kill them with kindness.
He stood up and started shouting, putting his fist in the air, shouting something that sounded rudely Arabic. For no reason, sat down. A few minutes passed and then he was up again, doing it again. He did it 3 times, till eventually people said, no, we're not happy with this.